made it like that. It's the 420 edition here at the Face Value Podcast. And you know we celebrate the holiday right. Today we got a great guest today for y'all, yo. A local business owner, black business.
Yes, sir. Love to see it.
Yes, cannabis industry.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Comic books.
Blurred activities.
Well, we got Johnathan here with WeTreeHuggers.
Yeah.
The fuck is up, baby?
Very happy to be here. Very happy to be here. This is dope.
Yeah, so a while ago we were out at some show. I can't even remember where it was at. But it was at Chop Shop, I believe. And we ran into him. And he started talking about his company, the WeTreeHuggers, and started giving us hella papers and cones and shit. And I was like, yeah, you know, me and Bailey, we always be on our like, I love to see a black man get paid shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm agree with that as well. I don't think just you and Bailey think that.
I'll be talking Bailey ear off.
Facts. Real.
And yeah, so like it stuck with me. I followed you and everything, and I was like, "Yo, this is really dope." He making papers and shit, like something I never seen a black man do before. And then, you know, I forgot about it. I followed him. I was following him on IG and shit. By the way, the IG is WeTreeHuggers, correct?
It's WeTreeHuggers.
WeTreeHuggers, yeah.
We like us.
And I love that for real, like for the culture for real.
Yeah. WeTreeHuggers.
And like I you know how like on Raws you get that one paper to let you know you low, right?
Yeah.
I saw that shit, didn't think about it. I got home from work, was about to roll up, exit, nothing. And I was like, damn, like I'm about to have to go to the store. I believe it was raining too. Might have been snowing or some shit.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah.
That'd be the worst right there.
And then I looked in the drawer to get my keys, and I looked, and I'm like, damn, the WeTreeHuggers is in here. And got me through my time. And I was like, you know what? Man. I need to hit him up, yo. Hey. He saying today for real.
And you know what? Stories like that, bro, like, it's like gold, man. I swear to God, they help me to keep going because every so often I randomly run into somebody like you and they like, yeah, bro, I seen you out in the park or you was out at a party or whatever and you just passed me some papers and I've been looking for you for 3 years.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's love.
It's dope when it's like that real like foot to the ground promotion. Like it really works like that because it's like I feel like a lot of times with musicians and it's just anybody you do that shit, you know, passing out flyers, whatever it is. Like it feels like it's falling on deaf ears. So it's dope that you get to like hear that this shit is really working. Sure, you know what I mean?
Because I go out like literally everywhere I go, I try to keep a pocket full of some papers or some cones.
Yeah. Just
in case, you know, or to strike up a conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I do it so much, I kind of forget that, you know, I'm actually giving them to people. You know, like, you got you got something there when you're even if you're not on that tip, you know what I mean? Like you have the shit right there, you know, when you're having a dope conversation. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to all the way be like I'm outside trying to promote, you know, trying to move, but it feels good, like when you hear that appreciation for the product that you gave, like that's like the saving grace of everything, right?
Oh yeah, man.
So yeah, give us the backstory.
Yeah, where are you from?
Where am I? I'm from Chicago.
Okay,
what part? From Roseland to be exact.
True.
You feel me? I feel like, look, I want to say I feel like Roseland, you know, get slept on in the city a lot, but we got a lot going on down in Roseland. Yeah, I'm from Roseland. Grew up in.
What direction is that?
Southside.
Okay.
Southside.
I don't be knowing
I
shit.
grew up
I'm not from
113th. I grew up on 113th and Forest.
All right.
Right across the street from Palmer Park.
Okay.
That
like,
sounds
okay,
far.
I have no idea.
See, they not from Chicago. I'm the only one that's actually from Chicago.
Okay.
Nate here from Texas. Bailey kind of from Chicago. She from Milwaukee.
I just lived here long enough that Perry's always like, you're a Chicagoan.
She's Chicago.
Yeah, I've been here for 9 years. So
Nate is Chicago too.
You been here for 9 years now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my mom is born and raised out here too.
That's a decent time.
I've been here 10 something.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it's called like the new resident or the live-in
Yeah.
residence. You know, when you've been here like 10 years and you officially like you can claim like that.
Yeah. I can talk shit.
Ooh, excuse me.
I can talk shit. Be like, you ain't really from Chicago, though.
Yeah, but only if they have been here less time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but you're right though.
So how you start the company, man? What triggered you to start making weed accessories?
Oh, that's why you Okay, that was smart.
We're having high activities right now.
That was smart.
Trying to be smooth. No, it's all good. Yeah, tell us how does one even start this?
Man, I've told this story a few times, but I love to tell it because I feel like a lot of people don't know. So I actually really decided that I was going to get into the industry the night that Trump got elected for the first time.
Ooh. I fucking love that. Let's go.
So back in like 2016 on election night, everybody was watching the election and watching everything. And everybody was wrapped up in the presidential election. But I noticed that 7 different states changed their laws on medical or recreational marijuana that year. 7 different states. And at the time, I think it was like the biggest movement positively in the industry that we had in a while. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of made me like really like look in the mirror like, yo, this is happening. Cannabis is gonna be happening in this country. Mm-hmm. If not tomorrow, then definitely in the next 5-10 years, it's gonna be damn near every state is gonna have some form of legalization, whether it be recreational, medical, what have you. And as you can see, it's all these states are flipping a coin. Now here we are, like 7 years later.
Hell yeah!
And they coins is flipping, and it's only a few left. But so I saw that, and I was like, man, like you gotta, it's time to go. Like if you're gonna go, then you gotta go now because once everybody sees this, then you're gonna have all these companies trying to pop up and sell everything. So I was like, I was just kind of looking at what I wanted to do at the time. I was kind of at a crossroads in my life. I was really trying to figure out, like, all right, what are you really gonna invest the rest of your time in? And that's really when I decided to.
Very smart foresight for real.
Yeah.
Just got on it like.
I remember.
I just gotta put a trigger for y'all.
I remember in 2020 when Chicago got the recreational weed. And I forgot.
My God.
I forgot all about it for real. Like I remember the first day we rode by to like the one medical dispensary and the line was around the corner. Remember that shit? I was like, God damn.
Yeah, Mocha. That was the one that I knew about because it's just like a secret society of weed. Like I just knew it was like this building. And like you had to have like a membership or whatever. And I'm like, oh, they sell weed in there? Like there was no windows. But now,
even then, I was kind of
dispensaries popping up.
They fucked up the game, man. They fucked up the game.
Oh, you used to.
Hell yeah!
What?
Hell yeah! I was selling bud. I've been selling bud for what, like 10 years? Like
legacy market. You're part of the legacy market.
That's why
that's a real thing. That's real.
That's why I was fucked up. Because I remember when that shit happened, I was like, I'm finna I gotta get in now. Give me a job like at one of these spots, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't get in there. Didn't nobody even want to fuck with me. I'm like, how y'all not fucking with me? I got the experience. I'm experienced.
Yeah, for sure.
Like my resume is long.
Like you would have seen some of the things I made happen. You would have seen some of the places I done went and things I made happen to real.
Different packaging, but
I definitely wanted to get the job at the weed spot, man. Why was it so fucking difficult? I remember bitches didn't even really smoke like that. They were like, oh yeah, I work out. Like, I work at Mocha. I'm like, how? And they're like, oh yeah, their like hiring list is like really like their waiting list and stuff is really long. I'm like, how did you get into that? But
I actually only went into my very first dispensary like last week for real. It was the first in Chicago. Word. My first Chicago dispensary.
Which one was it?
It was up north. It was in Andersonville. I was up there. Like I had went to go hang out with a friend after work, and I was like, damn, I forgot to bring some bud. Because I'm loyal to the plug.
Right. Period. Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I forgot I could just go in the store and buy bud. Like, I'm tweaking.
Yeah, it's definitely not my first thought. Because I be thinking it's just like expensive. I be kind of overwhelmed and I'm like, I'm about to just get whatever before somebody comes up to me and tries to sell me weed. Because that is like so annoying. Like I know what the fuck I'm doing, dog. Like I've been smoking weed for a very long time. I know the difference. I can get a grasp of the strains. Like I can shop myself. You know what I'm saying? But if you stay in those like in the dispensary too long, they start, so like, how are you feeling? So like, how are you trying to feel? Like, what are you trying to get? We have gummies over here. We have oils.
How do you feel about the pricing in dispensaries? Do you think it's fair or?
I think the taxes are killing the prices.
Yeah.
I think I think if we can figure out the taxes a little bit better,
that's all it is.
The prices won't be gutted as they are because I get a lot of that's a lot of negative feedback that I do get when I'm talking about dispensaries to people. It's like, yo, the prices is so crazy, and then the other states, they don't have to incur that same tax.
Mm-hmm.
So
everybody run up to Michigan.
Is it not being taxed like tobacco?
No, it's way crazier.
It's a different type of tax. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So why papers? What made you start with the papers? Did you start with the papers? Is that the first thing you did?
Yeah. So paper. Well, actually, the very first thing we did. So, I kind of continuing the story of like why I started the brand. So that was like, late 2016 when Trump got elected. Yeah. And I believe our first post on Instagram was February of 2017. Right. Okay. But for a full year, we didn't sell anything. We just put out our comic strips.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we want to talk about that. The comic strip. What made you do a comic strip?
It was something that I found enjoyable. Right, like I always liked comics. Growing up. Like the funny papers and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Super cool to me.
You just said that shit. It just unlocked a memory in my head. I forgot about the funnies.
Like
the Sun-Times funnies was fire.
We could talk about this all night.
Garfield was going crazy.
Garfield super hilarious.
Lasagna. Damn, I ain't thought about the funnies in so long.
Ziggy was hard.
And y'all showing y'all age.
Yeah, you're right.
We're old. Yeah, we know about the papers. You know about the paper, literally.
Yeah, flip it open.
Y'all around the same age as me.
Archie comics.
But yeah, so that's really a big reason why I went into comics because it was just something I wanted to try. I never did a comic before, I'm not funny, quote unquote, or I can't draw or none of that. I just had a couple ideas like that night about the election. And then I was like, I could keep this going. And, I would think of ideas and I had an illustrator. She would help me illustrate all my ideas. And
True.
You feel me? That's how we rocked.
Okay. How'd you link up with her?
Online. This website called Upwork.
Oh, true. Hell yeah. For That's dope when you could lock in with somebody after that for real.
For sure. And it took a while though because they come a dime, illustrators come a dime a dozen on Upwork. But she cold with it.
You still because I was seeing the little comics on there and shit.
Yeah, who is she? Do you remember?
Her name is Jenya.
Okay.
Her name is Jenya. Yeah.
So like she do all of it up to now?
I would say no, not everything, but I would say about 80%. She created the logo, she created the characters. Yeah, she really brought my vision to life for sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's
for
awesome.
sure.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was like, this nigga watch cartoons. And then you came in like, y'all was watching Dragon Ball. I was like, that.
And we were like, yes, one of us. Welcome.
We going to C2E2 next week.
That's dope.
Yo, Nate, you got a club too.
I would a few years ago.
For real?
I won't be going this year, but I would a few years ago.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm finna cosplay.
Do you have a favorite anime? Are you into anime like that?
I am. Man, it's crazy. Yes, I do, but it's kind of tough. Like, okay, so like I told y'all earlier, I'm watching Dragon Ball right now, right? R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. But it's my first time as an adult, like watching Dragon Ball from beginning to end. I watched Kai with my son when he was coming up. He's 13.
Kai was fire.
Yeah, Kai was fire. But I just forgot all about the OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I love Dragon Ball.
Good, though.
I can't even say
Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball.
I can't even say I remember the first Dragon Ball. I just remember Z.
Oh my gosh,
I just remember Z.
Man, it's so.
I know it was Goku when he was young.
It's refreshing to watch, G, because Kid Goku was like, I think he might be my favorite anime protagonist. Like,
oh my gosh, I
think he might be Kid Goku specifically.
Yeah,
like I really rock with Naruto. And I got a lot of favorite characters in Naruto, but Kid Goku is so cold. He's so confident and just like he come out on that from like episode 1. He ready to get at it with anybody, not afraid. Just like
facts.
Yeah, he that deal. I'm really enjoying watching it.
Yo, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna try to dress up as, at least swag. Like I was thinking about being on my airbender swag. On my A shit.
Perry loves Airbender. Anyway, yeah. So you did the comic strips, and then how did you get to the papers?
So yeah, after we went for about a year, and I kind of felt like I was comfortable with the community. Papers was like something that I was into personally, because I feel like when everybody
papers over blunt. You're one of those guys.
I was just about to go there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I was just about to go there. Because I feel like when everybody, most people in Chicago specifically, when you get introduced to cannabis, it's through a blunt, right?
Yep.
Am I right or am I wrong?
1,000,000% correct.
That's facts.
For the majority of people, they don't really differentiate or explore or try any other methods besides blunts. Or they'll go deeper into blunts and go to like
I didn't start smoking other shit.
Harder blunt.
I didn't start smoking other shit till I was in college for real.
Right.
I remember
so you were exposed.
I remember growing up and like if you were smoking joints and papers, that was like not black.
Loser.
It was giving not black.
When I first seen bowls, I was like,
I remember saying bowls in front of like my black friends, and they were like,
hood niggas will.
They were like, what are you talking about?
Hood niggas
And I
will
was like,
fry you for smoking out of a bowl.
They're like that thing, like what?
Especially when motherfuckers sell like little small bowls.
Coming up. You guys, no, we don't want none of that.
For real.
But no, my bad. Go ahead.
No, because that's right, though. That's right. And that's a big part of it, though. It's like, I kind of wanted to break down that stigma of it's blunts and blunts only. Because, first of all, when I really transitioned to papers is when I started to fall in love with cannabis myself.
Okay.
And I started to realize that I could do this for a while. I want to do this for a while type shit. So, and then I was like, well, but is this really the best thing for me? And so, I looked at the tobacco because I'm not a cigarette smoker. I never smoked cigarettes. So it just wasn't my thing. So I didn't want that to become a part of my daily routine, even though I'm rocking with the cannabis now. So I explore papers. And I think I started out with like Elements or something like that. And so I started rocking with papers myself. Then I brought out the brand. And then when it was time for a product, it was just like hand in glove for me. Like, all right, I want to bring out a paper.
Hell yeah.
My true goal, even when I started, and we kind of achieved my goal, but I really wanted a blunt that was tobacco free. We have those now.
Yeah, I remember wishing for that for so long. I remember when bitches first came out. We was in LA when I first seen them bitches. I was like, this hemp wrap? What is this hemp wrap?
It's a vegan. Like,
the vegan wraps, the vegan wraps was going crazy when they first came out.
That's sick, because like even with a blunt, it's like it still has a look. It makes you feel away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, I used to love blunts, bro. But like during the pandemic, when the pandemic hit, I was at the crib so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I kept rolling up these big ass blunts for no reason. Just me.
Just face it.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna start getting papers and shit.
Yeah, you can make that to whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, paper is definitely my favorite way to smoke, for real.
Yeah, so that's really that's why I chose papers first, and because it was it was easier for me to invest into, honestly, coming from, I didn't have no funding or like no startup money or nothing like that. I just like I told y'all, I made that decision that night and I just kind of got to working. So Yeah. It was like, okay, I can afford to do that. Let's do that.
Yeah. How do you source everything? If you
are you allowed to say that? I was gonna ask something like that too, but I'm like,
you
is that
can
too
definitely
deep?
not answer that if you want.
No, it's cool. I mean, the honest to God truth is it takes a while. Like I have to. I went through a lot. Of potential partners before I decided on the manufacturing partners that I decided on. Yeah, I remember like when I first started, I had like I called my sister and my cousin over, and I had like 50 different booklets. Like, all right, y'all, we got. I'm burning them in like steel bowls and stuff like.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
Because you gotta test them out.
Big fucking props, G. Attention to detail. Attention to detail.
For real.
That's my whole shit.
Hell yeah.
Fact. So it was it's kind of tedious at first, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. Yeah, did I answer the question?
Yeah, you definitely answered the question. So,
Okay.
run us through what you have with you right here, like the different raps.
Okay, yeah. So I brought you guys a couple of treats for the show.
Treats is hard.
Here, you can just
Thank you.
So yeah, this is our OG cone right here. I'm smoking one right now, but this is our OG cone, just a standard hemp.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I call this the Tuesday joint. You know.
Hell yeah.
That's what we're smoking right now, right?
Well, yeah, that's what we on right now. When you just solo, or you just want to try a few different strains or something like that, then you roll up one of those. So this is like our jar line, and these hemp cones come in a 50 pack.
Period. Nice.
And then we'll move on to the second one. These are our original blunt cones, right? So these are made from a Brazilian tea leaf.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next one we gotta smoke. We ain't smoked that one yet. Yeah. That's the next one.
No, everybody can kind of get a sample and feel that.
Yeah, for sure. What tea leaf? Is that too much?
Brazilian.
Okay. Just okay, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I like how the cone. I love the cone, man.
Yeah.
How is it literally so perfect? I like looking at it like this is insane.
It's like that perfect V right there.
Oh my gosh, nice. I love this.
We created those
Super sick.
About 3 years ago now. About 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And man, I was so proud of these because literally when I started, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And like I said, I went through a lot of different potential manufacturers, not just with the papers, but like with different type of blunts that just didn't really fit what I wanted to represent with the brand. So when I found it, I was like, oh my God. Like I felt like I beat a game or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I did it. Jesus Christ. Y'all just gotta actually afford it. So yeah, man, it's been a really great process for sure.
Because like I love like the social aspect of the blunt, but like I hate like it be weighing down my lungs and shit.
Exactly.
It really be weighing down like the big ass backwoods and shit.
So the reason why I feel like whatever, your story is your story because I feel like me and Perry moved the same way because we were that's my best friend. So we've been smoking weed together for a very long time. We smoked blunts together. Okay. And all of a sudden, and for me at least, it was like a Wiz Khalifa thing. And I also do smoke cigarettes. Whatever, I'll quit one day. But like smoking a blunt and then try to suck a cigarette, like
crazy.
And like you be wanting to cig low key, so it's just like the twofer is like OD. And I know people give me like flack for smoking cigarettes, but like they'll smoke blunts, and like that goes back to the amount of tobacco that's in the actual thing that you're rolling it up in. Because people are like, yeah, I'm just trying to smoke. Like I don't smoke cigs. Like ew, gross. And I'm like, there's a little bit of tobacco in there. I'm not trying to be like that. But I switched because of like on the Wiz Khalifa thing, and also I feel like my palate got better or whatever. I realized that like I do love like weed like that, and I really want to taste the weed, and I don't want to taste what it's rolled up in. Yeah. Like I just need it to be like air and just like the weed, like as fresh as possible without any kind of interruption, so.
Yeah, I'd rather smell like weed than cigarettes and weed.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I usually smell like cigarettes and weed, but like, I try not to.
I know what you mean.
But that's why the tea leaf blunts and shit be perfect because they light, and they still burn like a blunt. Yeah. So you still get that same social aspect of smoking the blunt, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
It looks
so
like
perfect.
what does it look like? It looks like, what are they? White owls? Is that what it is? No, there's like a blunt that looks the same color. But I can't.
Garcia's be green
And it be having the one with the vein in it. Yeah, like I would see people roll those, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Because it looks like a fucking leaf. But like these are beautiful, very crisp, clear, clean.
Yeah, it all tastes beautiful for real.
What's the last one?
Oh yeah. So we can't forget about the last one. So the last one is our hemp. This is a hemp blunt. So the green ones are made from a tea leaf, a Brazilian tea leaf.
Yeah.
Okay. The brown ones are just made from hemp, just like the regular hemp cones.
Oh, sick.
It's just made a little bit denser. So these are like my attempt at like your standard, like a Swisher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Philly, like at your everyday in and out, type of clock out. Grab the blunt.
I already know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, the Brazilians, they're kind of a little more luxe, like a little more upscale.
Yeah.
But these is like your everyday.
Okay.
In the book bag with you type joint.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So and then what else? Then you got regular papers and shit too, right?
So they don't have any tobacco in them, right?
Yeah, no tobacco and none of our products.
I wonder how these are made.
And never will,
I love it though. I love it because it's giving blunt. So you don't. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like sometimes niggas be weird about like
off that shit.
if it's like something like this, like old papers, exactly.
Because really, you really can't have more than 3 heads on a paper for real.
You shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? You got a blunt, and it might be 6 niggas.
I mean, because it's like really gross talk, but like you can withstand the amount of mouthing. That's the only way I can say
that's
it.
the issue, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because of paper, you'll start like, you could only, you should probably.
You can't be at a party. You might be at a party or somebody roll a paper past that bitch around. That shit gone.
That
bro.
shit is gone for real. You shouldn't even try to.
But the
soaking
blunt,
wet.
That's the I'm saying, the social experience of the blunt.
Yeah, but see, I be smoking cigs. But see, that's why I had to let the blunts go. Like, and I didn't need to do that because I really do love weed like that. Like, I be hitting like the bong like crazy. It's like, because I be trying to get high like that, like amazing. But like smoking a blunt, like facing it really used to be like my lungs. And I just wanted to smoke some weed, like super stoner life. But yeah, I fuck with the alternative, man, because if you're trying to be tobacco free, and everyone should acknowledge that shit because people don't think about that, they're like, I'm just smoking weed.
Yeah. You doing more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a 2-part question for real. Tell me what if you've run into any challenges being black in the weed industry, and what you like about it and what you appreciate about it.
Man, you just asked me like 4 questions.
No.
Yeah, because like,
I get you.
Yeah. So any challenges, and what do you like about it?
Challenges. I wouldn't say I have challenges because I'm black in the industry that I can see, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I can see. But I do have a lot of challenges in the industry, but I'm not going to necessarily say they're because I am black. What I will say is that there's been times that I assumed or thought that being black would at least give me a foot in the door or an ear, because an establishment said that they were about social equity, or about putting people of color on the forefront.
Okay, that's fucking sick that we're there. That's not even hard.
It didn't happen.
Oh,
and so
my bad.
it's not necessarily like I was held back because of like, but there has been times where I felt like, okay, this is an ally, and I reached out, and it didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because because not a lot of black people in the weed industry for real.
Yeah. I know it's not.
Which is crazy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, because like that's why it's fucked up for real, because like niggas was the ones smoking weed. Like,
I mean, everybody do though.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know what I'm saying? That's the exposure thing. Like, because everybody does, bro. What I've learned is that old folks, new folks, purple folks, blue folks, everybody love cannabis, bro. Like, for real. Yeah, we get down, and like in the African American community, we love cannabis as well, but I can't, like, literally, I can't even say with a whole heart and a full chest that we hands and feet above other cultures when it comes to this cannabis, because they love, like, other cultures really love it too, bro. Yeah. It's not just a black thing.
No, 100%. No, you're 100%. Like, I'll say like my niggas out of jail.
No. Now that part.
Yeah, that's
see that. Apples to apples. Now when we talking about, now you talking about the war on drugs and like how we were disproportionately, you feel me? Disproportionately targeted at an unfair rate, you know. So that's a different conversation. Because our love is the same, and that actually makes it worse, because our love is the same as the other cultures, but it appears that we have the most negative connotation associated with the plant, right? Yep. Like, we in jail because of the plant. The plant is bad, quote unquote, because we got a hold to it, or like we love it so much, right? But that's really not the case. When you really look around, everybody love it. We just getting a bad face. You know what I'm saying? We just getting a bad face for it.
So, hell yeah.
But do you think that'll, and I didn't know if you were alluding to that, but do you think that, because, you know, people love like negative connotations sometimes too, because it sells or whatever. Like, do you think that maybe that plays a part? Like, would they approach you and feel more comfortable? Because, like, yeah, black people selling weed, like, that'll work and it'll sell because they like know that we, like, you know.
I mean, it ain't happened yet. So.
But we need that. We need even the option to even do that.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm not opposed to the option, even though I think like attaching negative. I think like profiting off negative connotations of black people is played out.
Yeah.
Super.
No, but I'm saying like the black community.
Won't they do it?
Need like
God damn it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying like motherfucker need a motherfucker to like to step up, you making the blunts and like be teaching you about like what's going in your, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to step up and take that bar. Like, we need people to be marketed specifically toward us.
Well, I guess if the blunts, if you're talking about the tobacco amount, I mean, not that like you are here smoking blunts, but like, I mean,
I'm saying like if don't nobody step up and do it, we won't have no like companies and shit.
Yes, I mean, we need somebody to do some of everything. That's you know, every part of the industry. We need a hand in, you know, and not just us. Every culture need a hand in some part of the industry, so everybody can be represented.
Exactly.
Well said.
Hell yeah.
What's the difference between? Go ahead, B.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about the name.
Oh yeah, you got it.
WeTreeHuggers.
How'd you cover that?
For sure. Man, that's a dope question. Thank you for asking that. So my late cousin, he passed away. But when I was really like getting into cannabis, he was like one of my people I was really getting into cannabis with. And he would always call it the trees. He'd be like, I got some trees, cuz. Hey, you know, I got some trees, cuz. So, and that part always stuck with me, the tree part of it. And originally, like the comic is called The Tree Huggers. But when I brought out my product and I wanted to like create a brand around it, I wanted something that was original, like something that I made, you feel me, like a word that I made. And I wanted it to represent more of a community. You know, I felt like Dub was like them over there, and I felt like WeTreeHuggers is like us. It's
yo.
You know,
that's literally what I said when me and Billy talking like the day, like he for the people, he took it out. He's like, WeTreeHuggers.
Yeah, it's like we is us, you feel me? And like that's the goal of the brand. Like, we want to build a community of cannabis enthusiasts. You know, feel me? That's like all into different things, doing, you know, and just really prove that the negative connotations around cannabis are false, you know? and like prove it through just living our lives and just being us and just being actual human beings. So that's really the goal, and that's why the name is WeTreeHuggers. You feel me?
Hell yeah. That's fire.
I
For
love
real.
that, man.
So look, we was just recently in New York, and the weed shit is crazy out there. Have you been there since weed been legal in New York?
I haven't.
Bro, they sell bud everywhere.
Yeah.
And like they could like
bodegas and stuff.
Yeah, yo, and they could market it however they want to market it. You know, like, because I'm sure that you face challenges like with advertising. Look, they like, you know how like in Chicago, like the dispensary got to be locked down, black windows and shit. Gee, they dispensaries got Rick and Morty with spinning eyeballs and shit. And I was like, what? I was going there, I was like, this real weed? And you know how like in Chicago you ask about it, they'd be like, well, no, it's Delta.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, this real weed. Yeah. It's got a little stamp on the bottom that say New York weed.
Yeah.
like in the gas station, in the corner store.
We was in an Airbnb and there was like a little vape shop below us, and we were like, wait, you could. And then the last day we was there, they were like, wait, they sell bud down there.
But they're like selling it like, you know, on the low or whatever.
But
or like with whatever kind of agreement,
like,
because he had like 6 vape pens and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like a smoke shop. Like yeah, they had like stuff. They had like snacks. They had like papers and stuff. But like, then he had like a little bit of weed. Like a little bit of weed.
Well, like they let them market that shit however they want. Like it looked crazy for real. And I know that that's like a thing. Like I know on social media and shit, like you can't just show weed in your like advertisements and shit.
It'll be like a high Bart Simpson with like
weed
plants in his eyes.
Like I don't even sell cannabis, but
no, but I was saying like
I can't even promote. You feel me? Like my marketing, I can't even pay
promotional
Facebook
challenges?
I can't even pay social media to you know run an ad for me, because I'm associated. I'm adjacent to the plant. So,
what are the other ways that how do you like get over that challenge? Like, what are your other ways that you try to promote or use marketing if you can't, unfortunately, use like Instagram, which is what a lot of people use?
Yeah, I mean, and you know, I still use Instagram a lot as like a home base, you know, as a, you know, if I see somebody, hey, go follow me here. So at least they, you know, they have a place to go to. For sure. But I would say my biggest marketing is the same way I met Perry, just, you know, talking to people, handing out samples, stickers, you know. Yeah, live events, and just really talking to people when I am out.
Yeah, that's fucking. That takes a lot of.
That's awesome, man. Sure. That's a great way to push your own brand. Like you're really out here doing the work instead of like sitting back. Yeah, it does take a lot of guts too. Because like, if it's just, is it just you? Do you have a partner, a secret partner? You don't have to say it. No. Or it's just you at the top.
Look, at this point, I wish I had a secret partner. Cause goddamn, this is a lot. But I mean, I do have people. You know, I have people that help me along the way. A lot. Like my friend Antoine helped me out at events. My friend Miguel helped me out at events. My brother, live events. My friend Marissa helped me out at events all the time. But yeah, like as far as like partnering and you know, like no.
Do you have like a manager? Like you're just doing this all on your own?
Yeah.
Wow, good for you, dude.
No, it's not good.
Well, everyone's got to start somewhere. And I mean, I went through the Instagram and stuff. It looks like you're doing a lot. And just to know, I mean, you're saying you have people who are helping along the way. That's amazing. But like to do it by yourself and like this is your vision. Yeah, it takes a lot of guts sometimes to just trust yourself and just like run with it. And if you're the only one, like it's really, you have to push it. Like you got to get out of it what you put into it, you know? So cheers to you, dude. Doing it all by yourself. Let's go, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite food to eat after smoking?
Great question.
I'm like thinking about dinner right now. I feel
you. Maybe like
This is a safe space too.
Yeah, no,
You give a few too. It ain't gotta be one. You give a few of them.
I know like mild sauce and fries. Like fries with
Gee, literally, we was just here.
And he said it the right way too. Mild sauce with fries. But you know how it's supposed to be. You gotta eat that shit with the fork.
the fork. You know what I'm saying? You need the fork.
I literally just pulled up, right, the setup. Evan was sitting here, like, I just ordered some shit. I was like, oh, shit, the whales, boy? Oh, let me get a fry with some mild on it, bro.
The actual whatever on the side is literally the side, but you there for the fries with the mild.
Yeah, that part, for real. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so, that's probably.
Yeah, that's what. What's your favorite weed movie? Let's just talk lightweight weed shit for real.
So I'll say, so this is crazy, right? So I loved this movie when I was a kid. Me and my brother used to watch this movie. I ain't give two rats' asses about no weed at this time.
Not two rats' asses.
But we used to watch Half Baked on
that shit's
VHS.
so funny.
Movie of all
Rewind
time.
that boy to it broke.
Yeah. Doug, I
We
feel
used to
you.
love some Half Baked, boy. I'm talking about. I want to talk to Sam.
How many times do you think you've seen it for real?
Man, I could ballpark at least 70, 80, 90.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
cause
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of up there. So like
Yeah.
when I was a kid, all we had was VHS.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we just rewound the
Ran
same.
it-
And we
ran
didn't
it-
have like
Yeah.
every movie in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
So if we had
You just ran that
12
shit back
movies,
again. Yeah.
then we just watched the newest one
Yeah.
all day
Might as
long.
well
Yeah.
put that half baked back in, bro. Yeah.
And we used to play Monopoly too. So like we'll play
Oh
Monopoly.
yeah, yo.
And just
we grew up
watch the same movie like 3-4 times. in
That's the
same
thing.
day.
Motherfuckers don't be watching movies over again no more.
Yeah.
You literally watch it one time.
because
and you
they,
don't
I
watch
feel
it
like
no
they
more.
don't get the same replay value
Yeah.
like they used to.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Great
sometimes
perspective.
I'll go to
That's
the
real.
theaters and watch a movie and walk out and forget I ever like.
Done.
forget about it.
I'm done with you.
Ain't that some real ass shit? I will forget that I ever. That's some real shit,
You watch
bro.
the movie, go get dinner, you go to
Yeah.
bed, you wake up, it never happened.
Yeah, 2 days later, you're like, oh, I did see a movie. What was it called? Maybe we're just getting old, y'all.
Yeah. I used to have How DVD.
Oh
I
my
used to
God.
run that
Yeah,
bitch.
that was number 2. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but the DVD menus, bro. Because like I'm just thinking about going to sleep. Oh my gosh.
Man, it was
on
just
the replay.
Yeah, the
On the
DVD menus. Wow. Like damn.
Dog, I love most like weed comedies for real. Like people might say that shit is corny. It is not corny.
I love it for real.
I love a
It's
good
so
weed joke. I love
fucking
all that
fun.
shit.
Yeah,
What's
we
your
talk-
guys' favorite
about-
weed movies?
Yeah.
Fridays.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday? Oh yeah.
Friday.
Okay.
Friday definitely a weed movie for real.
I would say probably either. I think probably Half Baked too for real.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I just saw it the most. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I love
Classic.
Dave. That's when I found out about Dave Chappelle, and I was just like,
Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
I was like,
did
this
not
is the
even
best.
know I was finding out about Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Watching
yeah.
it. I was just
Yeah.
like, this dude's hilarious.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
We just watched Pineapple Express. That's my shit.
That's a funny.
That shit funny as hell.
Yeah, I saw that in theaters actually. I was not high. Everyone else around me was. I don't know what I was on. I think I got there or something.
Late for the blunt.
When did you fall in love with weed that you thought that you might want to do it, be in the industry for the rest of your life?
Well, let's see, what year was this? It was like 2013, I would say. Yeah, like 2013. I think I was like 23, 24.
Okay, that's when you first smoked, or when
That's
you
the
just
first
like-
time you ever got stoned.
No, but when you fell in love, not the
Oh, okay, my bad. I misinterpreted the question. I'm high.
when you first got groovy.
Hilarious. Groovy, man.
I'm sorry I'm like this.
No, that's hilarious. Now I actually want to smoke. So I had smoked a few times before.
Yeah.
Just didn't necessarily enjoy it like that. And then it was like one night. Where was I at? I was at my friend E-Rob's house, and we was hanging out. And we got a friend. We got a friend's name. We call him Christmas. And he was like, that's his actual name. That's actually.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's kind of hard.
His actual name. But he was really into cannabis like way before me.
Yeah.
And so he had brought like his little bong over, and we all hit it, just whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember I'm really into music. Man, the music sounded so good.
That's really
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like, they play, and then they play like this Frank Ocean song. Like I heard it for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, play that again.
There's like floating out of the chair.
It really be like that.
Yeah, I can hear the song. I'll be like, this shit sounds so good.
And man, it was amazing. It was that when no doubt radio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bruh. That everything about it. I was just like, yo, it just sounded so good. And I remember waking up the next day like, that music sounded so good.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't really remember, like I couldn't put my finger to it, and then like it just clicked, like, yo, okay, that was it. And then that was like it was like, all right, this is something maybe I really want to.
Yes.
That's sick. That's sick that it happened for you when you were like a little bit like older compared to most people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause I definitely like when I was real young, like I just like had weird ass experience. Now it's just like it's so much like easier like for the head or whatever. So it's like it's sick that you had that moment where you're like, this is sick. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my mama used to be like, yo, lips turning black. Oh, shit.
Fucking dead.
I'm like, oh, no.
My mom knew about the cigarettes. So she used to smell my hair for the cigarettes. But, like, we were definitely smoking weed. And I remember, like, shout out to my big sis. She was just looking out. But my sister, she just, like, a proper square. So, like, she thought I was, like, gateway. Like, she's, like, my oldest sister.
Gateway drug. That's
like,
right.
I used to get in trouble, like, for coming in smelling like weed or, like, cigarettes and stuff. And, like... Then we shared a room at a time, and she would like be crying. She was like, "Bailey, you're gonna start doing other drugs because like weed is a gateway drug." And I'm like I'm literally like it's not about that. You don't understand. I'm out here feeling good and shit. But like, yeah. And my parents at one point threatening to like send me to like rehab over this weed shit because I could not stop smoking weed in my room. Like I always, all the contraptions, the fucking, the toilet paper thing with the dryer sheet over it and you like blow the smoke in it.
Yeah,
so,
that
like,
was the move.
Or you like try to smoke in the bathroom with like the shower and like in the toilet and like flush it. I don't know. I've heard all kinds of things. I tried all of it. None of that shit worked. I would leave the crib, like everything would smell like weed and my parents would be like, I feel like you have a real fucking problem with this shit. But shouts out to my mom because she smokes weed now and she's cool with it and stuff. But we make jokes about it all the time because it was like a real thing. I could not stop smoking weed. And my sister was like, you have a real problem. Like, you have a habit. Like,
I'm glad
I do.
I'm glad you're here with us today and didn't overdose. Glad to still have you here,
For real, period. Oh my gosh. It did take a hold of my life. But weed saved my life.
We definitely saved my life. We definitely saved my life, G.
It's part of my persona.
Every time I was broke and down bad, weed saved my life. Every time I was heartbroken, weed in my car rolled up.
Just like Cat Williams said, it like turns up that fuck it in you, and that's what I need it for.
That's exactly what I'd be like.
Because I have so much anxiety. Like weed really like helps me instead of freaking out. Like I could just smoke and like, I mean, people sometimes do a 1, 2, 3. Maybe sometimes I have to just like puff fast, you know.
What's the funniest thing you ever smoked out of?
This is also a safe space.
I'm not that crazy. I don't know. Let me think about it.
Or the most creative? The most creative thing.
I think like that I did myself like a can. You know,
Man, we've all done them.
Yeah, did the can.
We've all done the can, man.
A little knife.
I remember because I didn't know how to roll up. Yeah, I remember not knowing how to roll up and having it like hit an apple or some shit.
Yes, an apple was always fire. I used to do that at my grandma's house all the time because I was just like, what do? I can't bring the bowl with me. So I'm just like, I don't have anything to roll up, but she has apples. And I'm like, I'm going to go to the park.
like I had seen
and
niggas
then I
do
could
it
just
before.
like throw the apple and like no evidence. Like
I remember like I had seen niggas do it before. And I was like, I might could pull this off.
hand on his chin,
like I might could pull this apple shit off for real.
I did it before. It's like you got to eat the apple after too.
I just be taking a few bites. I'd be scared to eat.
It's not an experience.
I didn't see like been in like in the hood, like in my cousin them house, and they like pull out some blunts I have never seen before. Yeah. And they were like on the package, it was like $5 for $1. I was
remember like the
what?
first time you seen 4 Kings and shit.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
I was like, this ain't $5 for $1?
Boy, you just had to be there. Right. Oh my gosh, what a time. Fuck.
Oh my God, yeah, like, is this, I'm like, fuck, let me see what this is.
We all. Wow, you just unlocked some shit for me too. Holy
that shit funny as hell.
How were they?
Terrible.
Yeah, trash. Big
you never had
trash.
those?
I never had them before. I've seen them before.
Yeah, I don't recommend. Don't recommend.
So do you have like any partnerships with like dispensaries or anything?
Like, where can we buy your product
Yeah.
at?
Yeah, so we're currently in both missions. So South Chicago, like 8030 Commercial is that mission. We got another one in like Calumet City. They're actually opening up a location in Norwich.
True.
We're gonna be
That
carrying
hit?
in there too. You feel me?
Okay.
We also in Green Rose Dispensary, downtown-ish. I believe it's on Wells.
True.
And a few other locations too, like smaller smoke shops around the city. I always got to shout out Reggae Smoke on 75th, the first smoke shop that ever carried us. So
sick.
And they still carry us to this day. So definitely go check them out. A few different locations. On my Instagram page, we got a full list of every location.
True.
And we should be having our own like kind of headquarters open by the end of the year where you can come and like buy directly from us. So that'd be dope too.
That'll be
True.
sick.
That's awesome, dude.
Whatever support you need from us, we got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
How do you maneuver those kind of partnerships? Like, how do you go to a dispensary? Like, assume that they already have hella papers. So, like, how
They do. They do.
You're like sweating bullets. Like, man, well, here goes nothing. Like, how do you like? I mean, the dispensaries you were talking about, like, I guess, I don't know, did you know somebody already? Or, like, were you going there just off the strength? Like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
A proposal and just a hope and a dream.
Yeah.
Okay, period.
Yeah, no, like, that's kind of my background. Like, I come from sales.
Okay.
I've done, like, energy sales, door knocking.
For sure.
Damn, okay.
Yeah,
Then
so
you're
you're not
smooth.
scared for real. You're not scared.
Yeah, you're smooth.
Like,
Cool. Yeah.
I grew up with a candy shop on my porch.
Dope, yeah.
Let's go.
So you're an actual
I've always been
hustler, like for real.
Yeah, like so like I've always kind of had some kind of sales experience too.
Dope.
Right? And I really understand the power of like networking, and I know that like you have to talk to people to unlock different opportunities. And so that's really just like I know that like it's kind of a numbers game, but like if I don't talk to people, then ain't nobody gonna get talked to.
Absolutely, for sure. You gotta make your own motion. I feel you, man.
So
that's like, respect, dude. Hell
just gotta get out there and talk, you know, and try to shake hands and figure out who makes the decisions there, and and talk to that person
for sure.
Hell yeah.
More power to you, bro.
Well, shit. Before we get out of here, you got anything else you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. Just thank y'all for having me on the show. This has been a real dope experience. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at WeTreeHuggers.
Yeah, what do you got going on this weekend? What are the events?
So
this will come out afterwards, but still talk about it.
Yeah, just let people know you got motion, baby.
Yeah,
on my soul.
So tomorrow, 4/19, we doing an event with Yoli called. What do we? Y'all said it earlier. What was it like?
Cowboys. Cowboys.
It was something like
Hippies and Cowboys.
Hippies and Cowboys.
Yeah, Hippies and Cowboys.
That's me and Perry.
I was just about to say, it kind of resonates with everything we've been talking about, Beyonce and black people in country music and shit. So it's like it's giving, yeah.
Yeah, so that should be pretty dope. And then actually on the 20th, we sponsoring Healing with the Homies, sponsored by that's actually we sponsoring it. But it's put on by Sprinkle My Dope. Her name is Andrea. She's a dope woman in the cannabis industry on the Chicago scene. So make sure y'all support that. And we actually gonna be vending at another event, a chef's event. It's like a 420 event at a smokehouse. So that's gonna be pretty.
Yes, let's go.
I'm looking forward to the
Where
smokehouse.
is that, bro?
Yeah.
You know, they actually did not give me the address yet, but
that's all good.
I'll update with y'all with that.
For sure.
And the last one is on the 21st. We doing an event at this arcade. That's gonna be pretty dope. I think Lady Buzz is putting it on. So
Sick. Damn, you got a lot of shit going on. You gonna be good?
It's 420, baby.
Yeah.
It's 420. It's the playoffs. This your playoffs.
It's the playoffs.
It is the playoff.
you gotta show up. Show out around this time. I can
Oh
sleep on
yeah,
the
man!
22nd.
Shout out to you for working big hard.
Well, thank you so much, Johnathan. Really appreciate it, bro. Happy
Thank y'all
420
for
to
having
all of y'all. We really appreciate you. It's black businesses up at front. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever need some support from us, we're here for you. Episode 245.